Hey traveler, today we're going to walk through how to book a flight using Qatar Airways Avios. Now Qatar's frequent flyer program has become a lot more useful in the past few years since you can now pool your miles between British Airways and Qatar to book. Now the website can be pretty clunky at times and it takes a little getting used to, but I'll show you step by step what you need to know and how to book a flight using your Qatar Airways Avios. Let's get started. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is you need to log in at QatarAirways.com. This is a requirement to search with Avios, to search with points. It is a little bit of a pain because you do need to enter a two-factor authentication. This means you'll have a code sent to your phone or your email and you'll need to type that in order to log in. So once you're logged in here, just make sure you're starting at the homepage, QatarAirways.com. This is the best place to search using points. If you start from a different web page within the Qatar Airways system, sometimes you might get errors, but the best way to start is start on QatarAirways.com homepage. So look right here, you'll see this populate once you are logged in. Book with Avios or book using Avios, make sure that is checked. That will ensure you're searching for points deals. I always search one way, it is the easiest to find availability. I'm going to search for Qsuites, so I'm going to search a route from New York to Doha. And typically you need to search very far in advance for these to find availability. So I'm going to search towards the end of the calendar today. I'm going to choose a date in March and you can choose the number of passengers. I'm going to leave this as one passenger as an example, but you want to make sure you choose the number of passengers you're looking to book. Typically you'll only find maximum of 2 seats in Qatar's Qsuites business class. Just a heads up, and it will show the price, the total price for all passengers. So if you search for 2, you'll be looking for double the price for 1 passenger when you look at your results. For this example, I'll just keep it as 1 and I'll choose premium business here under class. Click search flights. Sometimes it can take a little bit to load, just have a little patience. That was pretty quick. Just some notes here, it's going to come up with a pop-up to give you some information on its awards. I'm just going to close that for now. I'll explain as I go. What you're looking for is the Classic Awards, and that is the cheapest saver level award on Qatar Airways if you're looking for Qatar Airways flights. They do have, that is typically 70,000 in business class for the off-peak season. They do have some peak rates, which is about 35% more. Those are typically for dates in the peak summer months of July, late June, early August, or around the holidays in late December, early January. If they are actually available, they could be a little bit higher. But the lowest level here is 70,000. I really like that. Great price. If you want to choose this date, you just click on that and select the fare and book. Now, if you didn't see the date right away on this initial result, this top calendar, you can choose additional dates within the same week very quickly, just like that. If you look on March 11th now, you'll see the price jumped quite a bit. And what you'll notice here is it says Flexi right here. If you click on that, it will explain this is a Flexi award, which are awards that are more available, but it is actually double the price of a Classic award. So I would not recommend booking these. If you are trying to book more than 2 people, you might be required to book these at times. That's probably the only case I would recommend booking. Otherwise, these are quite expensive compared to the Classic rewards. Now, let me show you if you want to modify your search at all. It's really quick to just click this modify search button on the top. I'm just going to show you really quick. If you do search for 2 passengers, see what the results look like. I'm going to go ahead and close this again. As you see it does show the total for 2 passengers. So this Flexi award would actually be 280,000. If I go back to March 10th where I found the cheaper awards, you'll see it's 140. So that's for 2 passengers. Just always look at the top to know how many passengers you are searching for. Now let's say I want to go beyond Doha. I want to look for a ticket to the Maldives. Edit my search right there. Now typically, if you do find something on the nonstop to Doha, that is the hardest one to find. That is going to be your best chance to find anything beyond Doha as well. So I'm going to keep that date of March 10th, and I'm also going to just change it back to 1 passenger for this example. Now you'll see it keeps popping up with this pop-up. I just close this every time. It's just giving you some information on what you're looking at. So you'll see this will give options with 1 stop going to the Maldives. Pretty nice route there, 18 hours only. If you click on flight details, you can see how long the layovers are. It'll show you all the flight details. This one has a nice quick stop in Doha, hour and 20 minutes. I really like that option. Another neat thing is it does show this icon here for Qsuite. If the aircraft is indeed a Qsuite in business class, it will indicate that right here for you. And you can scroll down as well and see some different options. As I can see here, there's There's one with a little bit of a longer layover if you did want to spend some more time in Doha, maybe enjoy the lounge a little bit. You can see this one has 9-hour transit time. And many times there are, depending on the route you're searching for, you may be required to have a longer, like 8 to 9 hour layover in Doha. Granted, it does seem like a long time, but the lounges there are pretty excellent. So it might not be as bad as it seems. And there are some nice points, hotels in the area if you need to book a hotel. Now, I'm going to show you one more example. If you're going to book a partner award ticket, say you want to fly American Airlines or JetBlue or several other partners using Qatar Airways Avios. I'm going to start on the homepage again. It's always best to start on this homepage. You just click on this logo in the top left corner. It will always bring you right back to the homepage. So if you ever get stuck somewhere, I would always just recommend starting over again from the homepage. So on this one, I'm going to look for a flight from New York to London. Make sure I click book using Avios. I'm going to search one way again. And this time I'm going to look for a trip in the summer. Here I'll just keep it as one passenger for this example, and I'll choose premium business once again. Now Qatar's website can run a little slow at times. Just be patient with it. It's worth getting used to the website because you can book some incredible deals. So it's one thing with award travel, sometimes you just got to work with clunky websites. And once you get it, you're going to love it. All right, so you'll notice on this one, it lands on a different interface. This is Qatar's older version of its website. It will typically always land on this still if you're searching for any route where there are airlines other than Qatar flying the route. So this is something you'll need to become familiar with as well if you're looking to book partner airlines or even sometimes certain routes with Qatar Airways as well. I'm going to scroll down. These results show a little differently. You'll see there's three different columns: economy, business, and first. I'm going to look for business class for this one. This first option is a JetBlue flight, non-stop from New York to London. You can see the operating airline right here. You'll see it's operated by JetBlue. If you click this little radio button, then you'll see what the price is. I see that 78,000 Avios and just $4.50 in taxes. That's pretty incredible to fly a really good airline non-stop to London. If you scroll down, you'll see there are some more options here. This 9:45 a.m. flight is operated by American Airlines. It's another partner of Qatar Airways. If you click that, just stay in the business column to see what the pricing you can compare. It's a little bit fewer points, but you'll notice the taxes and fees are quite a bit higher. So American Airlines, this is, sometimes a really good deal if the schedule fits what you're looking for. Sometimes booking American Airlines flight with Qatar Airways is a decent deal. Just $230 in taxes compared to this other option if we keep scrolling, British Airways. As you can see, this one's operated by British Airways. If I click on that, I'll see it's even more Avios and a whopping $1,000 one-way in fees. So one very important thing you want to pay attention to is avoid British Airways flights when you are selecting flights. They can sometimes show up when you're searching for routes, when you're looking for Qatar Airways flights as well. I think to the Maldives, maybe even some other destinations in Africa, you may see British Airways flights pop up. Just make sure you're paying attention to which airline is operating, and you'll find the price you're looking for, because the taxes will be extremely high with British Airways. I'm going to go back to the homepage again here. One other thing I did want to show you, say you're looking for a flight on Qatar Airways to, let's say, Dubai. Now these are interesting with the connections within Middle East. You do actually get access to Qatar Airways first class lounge because connections within the Middle East do book into first class. So let's say go back to that March 10th date where I knew there was availability from New York. I'm going to search for one passenger in business. Sometimes you'll get this screen when you're searching for these so-called mixed cabin awards. If you're searching from the homepage, it will land on this, which can be pretty annoying. It does show you availability on this calendar, but if I click show flights, sometimes it might just go right back to the calendar and nothing shows up. Now this means you're going to need to force Qatar's website to give you that old interface in order to book and search for this flight and find it. So if I remember right, if I search to London, it will show up with that old interface. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Just trying to force the website to land on that old style website so I can find this flight with a mixed cabin, business and first, going to the Middle East. So here's where you're going to want to modify your search to the route you actually want to search for. Once you get to this page, just hit modify search right here, and I'm going to X out London and I'll type in Dubai. If you click search, just search from this results page. It should stay on this results page and you'll be able to see more options sometimes than when you search from the home page. As you can see, I see this full flight New York to Doha connecting to Dubai. And one interesting thing in here is you're going to click actually business on this flight, and then this is marketed as first class, the flight between Doha and Dubai. So you'll need to just click on business for this one and first for that one. And you'll see 75,000 Avios plus around 216 fees. That's a pretty great deal. This particular flight has a short connection. Say you want to spend a little more time at the lounge, just keep scrolling down and look for other options. We got 2 hours layover there, and it can go down to four hours here. You see that's a flexi though. You'll have to look to make sure that it is actually bookable as well with these little radio buttons. So if there's no radio button, it's not bookable, and it will show the flexi award if it's the higher priced one. So you'll want to look for something that's like this, just open, no flexi award, and it will be 75,000. This has an 8-hour layover in Doha. If you really want to spend some time in the lounge, you might want to extend your layover there, book a different flight time. And from this page, sometimes it won't recognize all the airports. Just to let you know, say if I was looking for a flight from New York to Phoenix, it says there are no cities matching this request. In that case, remember to go back to the home page. The home page will have all of the airports you can think of in their database. So if I search from New York to Phoenix, there, I'd be able to search that route using my Avios. Say I want to fly JetBlue or American Airlines, I might have to search this back from the home page. So it can just take a lot of playing around with. Sometimes you got to search from different areas. You got to make sure you log in to book. One thing to note is you will sometimes get logged out automatically if you're idle for kind of a short period of time. If you're idle on the website, it will automatically log you out. So it could take multiple logins if you're going through a process, looking at other websites. So just keep that in mind. It's a little clunky, but once you get the hang of it, Qatar Airways is a great program to book flights. Now, Qatar's website can have some glitches. At times, you may look at the homepage and you'll see right here, there is no option to choose the book with Avios or book using Avios checkbox. In these cases, first, just search for a normal cash flight. When you land on the results page, you'll see some cash fares. Just go right over here and click Avios tab. Then you'll see the prices in Avios in points. That's a workaround if you do not see the book with Avios checkbox on the homepage. One other thing, you might have noticed this see more dates button right here. If I click on that, it will open up a calendar and show you other available dates in the current month you are searching. This used to only show economy pricing, but it has recently included this drop down where you can toggle between economy and business. In economy, it will actually show the prices, as you can see. In business, it just says available or nothing at all. The green dates tend to be the lowest prices. If you see available written in green, those would be the saver fares. One thing to note, if you do try to toggle to another month, previous or following month from this screen, it will pretty much always land on this award flights not available, even if that's not true. There are flights available in February, as I'll show you now. As you can see, there is a flight available there in business in February. So if you click the see more dates, it will only work for the month you are currently searching. You'll have to search a new exact date to pull up another month. You cannot toggle through here. It does not work. Now, for more info on Qatar Airways and earning Avios, check out the links in the description below. If you want deals bookable with Avios, subscribe to Thrifty Traveler Premium, thriftytraveler.com/premium. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Cheers to cheap flights.